match a beat. They're taking me away, ha ha, hee hee. They're taking me away to the funny farm where life is green and things are wonderful. Ah! I hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing swell, except being wet around the ass and the right leg, my pants pocket, my wallet, and actually, come to think of it, my whole entire right side went for a dunk in that particular brook. That was a fun experience. Today I'm going to do this specially because I wanted to discuss my favorite meal or favorite food. Snuff Gorilla Triple X actually asked the question, but it's not as easy as saying it's this, because in reality I have too many food favorites. I guess my favorite food group, if properly, or favorite type of dish. See, I'm having a hard time trying to tell you guys how it actually... The type of food, Mexican food, Spanish food, Italian food, Canadian food, etc. Well, Italian tended to be my major staple when I was growing up. Not because I have an Italian family, but because I loved lasagna. I was just like Garfield. The only thing I don't have is fur, stripes, although I do have attitude the same way as Garfield does, and the same sense of humor. I love Mexican food if it's properly done. I'm not talking about Tex-Mex. I'm talking about real Mexican food. Especially the one that my in-laws and my family at the time prepared for us as part of me being part of their family. It was a trip. It was a unique thing. I have to admit that German food is also something I enjoy. Schnitzel is something I enjoy if it's done properly. Chicken Parmigiana is actually my favorite in the Italian side, but it has to be done with real chicken breast and not any of the protein substitutes that you can actually get. The ones that are 90% meat protein and then 10% usually soy. It doesn't taste as good. The texture, just the whole around communication between that type of food with your tongue, with a good glass of wine, it's amazing. It's simply amazing. I had a chance to actually try a version of it in Merida by an Italian restaurant, La Vie, what was it? I think it was Italiani's. It was a restaurant in the mall, and they have this. Actually, it's not a restaurant in the mall. This one was a restaurant standalone by itself. They have a chicken parmigiana that has vegetable grown only in the Yucatan Peninsula that they actually put on top of it. It's a local form of eggplant. Actually, I think it is eggplant, just regular eggplant. And they deep fry the eggplant with a little bit of an egg batter. Man, it's delicious. You get to taste the slight difference of it on top of the actual chicken. It doesn't change the texture, just changes the taste. But apart from that, my favorite meal, if I looked at everything that I ate while I was growing up, would have to be Canadian. My grandmother's chicken stew with dumplings was my favorite. Whenever it was available, I'd usually have a bowl or two. Meat pie, or what we call here for Acadians and New Brunswickans, and even people out of Quebec, tourtière, which is usually pork and... trying to think, it's pork and turkey mixed with various spices, which I have the recipe to make the actual meat. Usually you do have small onions that you can put into it, usually small cubed or diced potatoes, and small I mean literally maybe the size of your little pinky, just to say this. I like it bigger when I make it myself, but that's something I'm gonna have to put on the roster as things to do for you folk, because it's actually nifty. You can make your own tourtière by using puff pastry dough, and I'll be able to show you how to prepare it. Trying to think of what else. Turkey roasts, chicken roasts. When I was growing up, I was a big bean fan, but for some odd reason I fell out of eating baked beans. My family used to enjoy actually having baked bean with fresh baked bread every Sunday. It was a family staple and tradition for a long while. After that, it was chicken roasts, beef roasts. I'm trying to think of what else that I actually enjoy. That's pretty much it. If I have to think about it, I can probably give you other types of foods I actually enjoy. Favorite type of meal? Well, there you go. It's a mini menu of selections just for the meal. So, but I do know this: the meals I enjoy are the ones that are prepared with lots of love, lots of energy, and lots of interest, be it by me or by other people. Also some fast food once in a while, but I prefer my own home cooked meals and a good restaurant cooked meal. So that's it. I hope you people are all having a nice one, because I know I am, and I'm going to be seeing you all soon during the week. As for my vlog TV, I don't know when I'll be doing the next one. I'm planning on possibly Saturday, but I'm going to try to make it so that the people in the UK that live across the pond from where I live actually get the chance to come in, because there's a 4 to 5 hour difference depending on where they live. Which means if I do it, it would have to be possibly around 6 or 7 for maybe 1 or 2 hours. I don't know. We'll see. Because I know most people that do join. The last time that we did it, the third session of the blog TV actually went through with I think we were 7 or 8 people at one point or another. Very enjoyable. Thank you so very much for those that attended, and thank you so very much for those that were patient with the lag, because we were having lag issues. But compared to other blog TVs, you can actually chat with me and with other people without having to see the chatter going by 50 miles an hour. That's a fun thing. And that in nice tunes. I don't get to play them, I get to put them on the CD player and play them for you over my mic. It comes out pretty decent from what I've been told. So, with some tea in my hand, green tea, organic green tea. Have a nice one, folks. Thank you very much for those that have subscribed. I'm close to 400, and I'm hoping that we'll reach 400 before the 14th of February, because I don't know, I'm thinking about doing something special. We'll soon see. See you, folks.